when people want to make money, they say Feng Shui is water is supposed to bring wealth, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it. What water brings is...
All right, so we talked to you earlier, Dato, about how, it's really important to find a nice environment.
That's
and
true.
I know you said color didn't really make much of a difference.
But it makes a difference on you.
It makes a difference on me.
Yeah,
That's right. That's very important. And I really want to talk about the environment because
Okay.
we're here at Impression City in Melaka. And the Dawn is a place that I'm eyeing on in terms of investment. So, you want to check it out?
Let's do that.
Okay. And look at this. 138 acres of Impression City.
Wow, this is like a city within a city.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And this is going to be happening up until I think 10 years.
10 years, and you're going to choose a home right here.
Oh, that's right. The Dawn right there.
Okay. Tell me about it.
Well, we have the streets in Melaka, which
Okay.
is it was the busiest street at some point during the Silk Road.
That's true. And everything is cyclical. So at some point it peaked.
Yeah.
And then in the last 50, 60 years, it went down. But I believe the cycle is coming back.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
I mean, when you see stuff like this, they're also going to have the first of its kind a berthing dock that can...
This one?
Yes, that can cater to cruises, and it's attached to a shopping mall. So
I like this.
the influx
Yeah.
of people coming in and out, I believe, is that considered qi?
In Feng Shui, we have this principle called the qi mouth,
Okay.
or the mouth of energy. This is where it's like the source, it's the power source to a place. So in a natural environment, this will be the riverbanks, the exit of the river, or the entrance of the river. So of course, in this formation, obviously you have an entrance here. And if you look back at all the prosperous locations,
Yeah.
Singapore, for example, or Hong Kong, it's always where the chi mouth is. And I'm glad that you guys have one right here,
Yeah.
next to your home.
Yeah, let's go check out my home.
Right.
You can see my home, beautiful, right here.
Nice. I like the fact that it's bringing the energy all the way into this area.
Yeah.
Because normally if this is too far away from the water, it takes time before the energy is felt.
Right.
And so if there is an access for the water to flow all the way in, at least this part gets the energy faster. Because it takes time.
Interesting. And if we're standing here and you can see the buildings slowly get lower and lower, so you have a nice view of the sea. How does that affect the energy?
The thing is, now I checked out a few things. This direction is towards the southwest,
Yeah.
and this direction is the northeast. So remember I told you about the time cycle?
Yes.
Okay. The prosperous time period all the way to 2043 is like you need the yin features at the northeast quadrant.
Oh.
In that cycle. Okay, so this area is all the northeast area is higher, and the southwest is actually lower. That's a good sign. A person, they say, water means wealth. It doesn't
Yeah.
mean that water means the ability to create.
Well, I think one of the things about this Impression City is that there's so many different types of buildings here that support different things. So we've
Yeah.
got the theater, they're also going to have a convention center. How are all of these elements, how do they integrate to a city in terms of energy as well?
Well, I think you have a couple of things. When we talk about Feng Shui, a square piece of plot is always good for Feng Shui practitioners. The reason is we don't have missing corners.
Right, it's just easier to...
It's
right,
easier
okay.
to manage, right? It's like you give us the best quality cloth, we could make good clothing with it.
That's
if you have an odd-shaped piece of land, you have missing this, missing that. We gotta pull in stuff from different directions just to enhance what's missing.
Right.
So we generally like it squarish because it also represents stability. So you talked about art center, then you have your
Convention center, yeah.
I love convention. I do big events, 12,000 people, right? So this
We'll
would
have
be
to let
great.
the boss know.
Well, let's let the boss know. But that you have hospitals in this area. So the
Yeah.
thing is, when all these are positioned in an area that fits the energy,
Yeah.
it will become prosperous. So it's all about alignment. It's like if I have this frequency, but I match it with something else, then it's a misalignment of energy. It's incompatible.
Right.
Nowadays we understand what is incompatibility.
Yes.
What makes something compatible is you have the correct type of energy, the vibrational flow, and you have the right function in there. Then you sort of boost that whatever purpose that building is built for. For example, a hospital that is built in an area that facilitates healing. Right, so you get good results.
Yeah.
If you get good results, it'll be a popular medical center. Likewise, an academic place or an art center that is located in a academic style, for example, will promote the function that is built to be used for, right? And that's how you get good outcome. That's how Feng Shui works, by the way. You match the energy to the function of the building.
Well, I mean, there's so many different functions. We've got assisted living.
All right. What is that?
So it's a new concept where it's almost for retirees, but they get to live in a more independent style of living.
Right.
And yet will also have the same functions as, I think they've got special high-tech bracelets and things like that.
Really, high-tech bracelets.
Yes.
Okay, that's something very interesting.
Yeah, so,
okay.
and I know that they plan to have schools and things like that. So I think these things are very much important.
That's how you get good outcome. That's how Feng Shui works, by the way. You match the energy to the function of the building.
Well, I mean, there's so many different functions. We've got assisted living.
All right. What is that?
So it's a new concept where it's almost for retirees, but they get to live in a more independent style of living.
Right.
And yet will also have the same functions as, I think they've got special high-tech bracelets and things like that.
Really, high-tech bracelets.
Yes.
Okay, that's something very interesting.
Yeah, so,
okay.
And I know that they plan to have schools and things like that. So I think these things are very much important. There's also going to be an iconic building in the center. I would love to hear your thoughts on this.
Well, yeah, obviously it accesses the water. In Feng Shui, basically we want back mountain, face the water. Okay, so you have that feature, right? You have the higher hills here, and then you have the water feature in front. So at least you fit two basic criteria of Feng Shui. But of course, for individuals, you gotta have the alignment to whichever direction that suits your purpose in there.
Do you consider these as mountains, so to speak?
In a flat land, yes. You asked a very good question. Usually, access to water is the effects of Feng Shui, or at least the positivity, is faster. Okay, effects of mountain takes time. Water is always fast. So if you are closer to water, it's easier to orientate towards the water direction, and that gives you access to energy. You get the benefits faster.